Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year to all of you. Happy 2025. Hopefully this year will be a blessed year for all of us. Today, 4th of January, is one of the important days in the life of a VIP. This is International Braille Day. You know, the writing of people who are visually challenged. You know, I'm fascinated by the backstory about Braille. How a young man called Louis Braille, who went blind, thought about how people who have gone blind can work on, be able to read and write and learn the alphabet in a way that, is good for us. The story of Louis is Louis Braille. He was a person from France. Apparently his father was a shoemaker. I don't know what they are called. He made shoes, he made leather shoes. And one day Louis was playing with his father's tools for making the shoes. And unfortunately he stabbed himself in the eye with one of those sharp pointy thingies that shoemakers used to do, because they made the shoes with, they were handmade. You would actually, make shoes out of hand thread, unlike maybe shoes that are, I think they are now made with machines and are mass made and whatnot, but that's another story. So he went blind in one eye as a little kid when he was playing in his father's workshop. And I think growing up, he eventually went blind in both eyes. He went completely blind. And he was wondering what to do, for people who were visually challenged. How do they get to learn? How do they get to read? And so he invented Braille. So as you can hear, Braille, the writing for blind people, is named after Louis Braille. And it was one of those things that when I went blind, I was fascinated by. I remember when a couple of the guys from the organization that I now belong to, for the blind, would come by my house and to teach me about mobility and also Braille. And we were doing learning about Braille and how it's counted in dots and all that, what is A. There's a dot that represents A, dots that represent B, C, D, E, etc. And I found it fascinating. It's like, at first I was as baffled as anyone who had never heard of Braille or ever seen Braille, or who had never seen anybody reading Braille. And as I learned the alphabet with them, I was fascinated, and At first, the guys that were coming, they brought some sort of plate thing that had dots and a little tiny holes in them, and they would put a piece of paper in there, and then they would teach me how to write the alphabet in Braille. And I was using that pointed thingy. I forget what they call it. And I would poke the picture with the thing, and it would make all those dots on there. And then they taught me how to read Braille. And it was, I was quite fascinated, really. You know, like you learn another way of writing things like that. So I remember when they were telling me about how Louis invented Braille, like he was using that, and it's heavily based on Morse code here. Anyone who knows Morse code would understand maybe what it's all about. And you know, I just learned. And today is that day that everybody who's visually challenged, who's a VIP, we internationally, like the world over, we commemorate that day today of our Braille. So we think about how Louis did what he did and made it easier for people that couldn't see to be able to learn and to read and to tell their stories as well through Braille. So we commemorate that day today, the 4th of January, every year. And so it's an important day today for everyone who's a VIP. And you know, it's fascinating because from then, when Louis invented this writing style, to today, there have been improvements on Braille. We now have machines that we use. I know of the Perkins Braille machine. It's the one that I was trained to use when I was in at the training center when we were being taught Braille. So we used a machine called Perkins machine, and it's basically like somebody who has used a typewriter before that is visually challenged as well, told me that the machine is like a shorthand machine she used to use, like a typewriter type of thing. But with the Perkins machine, it's a little different. I have one around, and I will show you the little differences that the machine has, and we can go from there. So as you can see, we have our little typewriter here. So it only has, unlike a typewriter, it only has like 6 digits. This is the fingers we use when we type. Only this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the fingers we use. And then we have a little bit of space button in the middle. And then we have 2 buttons where you skip a line, you go down as you write. And then we have another that you can use to go back if you want to cancel something. And that's how it works. So once we have once we have written something down, we now I can use my fingers to read. Normally we read from left to right. So I'm not sure if this will show on the camera. All those little dots, you know, like looks like a blank paper with little bits of dots around, and that's the alphabet. I was basically just writing. I wrote my name, and then I was writing a little bit of the alphabet and just a few other things. Made a line. And then wrote a numerical sign with a dot, that's number 1, and then I tried to write a little sentence. So basically that's how we use it. And yeah, that's Braille as we know it today. And it's quite fascinating. It took me 9 months of learning at the training center to learn Braille, and then for quite a while I wasn't doing anything. So kind of, you know, I wasn't practicing. So for a while didn't. I need to gain some speed, you know, be all that type of person with the machine. But it's quite fascinating really, because we only use the 6 digits, and it's fascinating that we can write that. Every little dot stands for something. We have dot 1 is A, dot 2, dot 1, dot 2 as B, and then we have dot 1, dot 4 is C, etc., etc. And I'm not going to tell you all that, because you'll know, you know, how we gossip, how we have fun. You know, like we were talking, we used to have fun at school. Like we're like, we shouldn't be teaching anybody this. We shouldn't be telling anybody anything about Braille, because now they will know our writing, and we won't be able to gossip about them, or, you know, make fun of people with the knowledge that we have of Braille, and yeah, make ourselves feel special by not sharing with people. But basically, if y'all want to know, you gotta pay me, and I'll teach you. So it's gonna be about money, baby. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today as I talked about this special day for VIPs, and you know, the special writing that make us all, you know, unique, special, very important people. And please keep on subscribing, liking, and clicking that notification button. And also you can comment, like I told you before. I have an app on my phone that I'm able to read your comments with. I can listen to your comments, and I'll probably reply, maybe. I'll reply. So I'll see you next time.